It's time for a reading for the collective, so let's get right to it. I'm going to start with a general energy for this reading. What's a general energy? We have gratitude, noticing the beauty around you. Your home is your safe space. And deep hurt can lead to transformation. So this reading's for you if you resonate with the feeling that you've been through hurt and you want to take time to be at home, to heal, to rest, to get into a place where you can shift from seeing all the things that have hurt you, processing your trauma, your triggers, difficult times, and getting to a space where you're grateful for the transformation that this pain has led you to. And what I'm hearing and feeling is starting with being grateful for what you see around you in your home space. So I'm grateful. I'm just doing an example here, but I'm grateful for my sofa. Grateful for the people in my home and why. If you live alone, grateful for yourself, for the paint on the walls, for the four walls around you, if that's your situation. So just shifting into the present moment by naming things around you and having gratitude for it. Having gratitude for your own heart. Thanking yourself. Saying thank you for carrying me through all of this. Being present with yourself. Being present with your heart, your mind, your body, your soul. Taking care. Allowing yourself rest, if that's what you feel you need. Allowing yourself to clean your space, if that's what you're called to do. Allowing yourself to have your space messy, if you're feeling tired of constantly managing your environment. So just really tuning in, you can ask yourself, what do I really, really need right now? And allowing yourself to do that. Letting go of all the messages that say you should do this, or you should have done that, or you need to be doing this, or you should be here. Looking at where you are right now and saying, this is exactly where I'm supposed to be. So let's get further into it. We're going to ask guidance. Further guidance on the space you're in right now. What are you going through right now? What are you experiencing right now? I'm going to pull from the top here. Okay. So there's been some kind of battle here. There's been battle, there's been frustration. It could be an internal battle. It could be a battle with others. Stress within your environment. You're feeling apathetic. So as we're talking about feeling, What I'm hearing is there's like this dissatisfaction. You've been putting work into things and it's maybe not looking how you want to look it to look right now. And I'm feeling an energy that the reason is because you're hurting. You're in pain from some kind of conflict that you have experienced. Wow. I'm just laughing because how connected is this? The Five of Swords. There's some, this is the end of the battle here. Like the battle's over. But this isn't a great feeling energy. We're going to move into guidance. We're going to move into hope here. Just so you know, but definitely it's like the end of the battle. Some of the swords are on the ground. You or somebody else is holding these swords, but it's not like this peaceful end here. It's this feeling of disappointment. You might be feeling disappointed, sad, let down, frustrated, or in this space of I showed them, or somebody else might be like I showed collective, referring to you as collective. And it's not feeling great at the moment. And you're in this space of looking out at the world like, okay, I've been through this. I'm feeling somewhat just over it. Over my old situation. I don't want to experience that again. But you're in this space of like, I don't really want to go out there again. If you're like sitting at home watching this and I don't want to go out into the world again. I don't want to go, for example, to the grocery store. I don't want to go to this group. You might have been part of a group or in some kind of connection. I don't want to do that until I'm ready. And there's this feeling of there's a couple of options. And pondering what energy you want to go forward with. What path do you want to take? It feels heavy. This is wild. This is really wild because I feel like there's such a connection with all these cards. There's something weighing you down. It feels heavy. We're going to move soon into the hope. And here is a card of hope. This will transition us into what you're moving towards. This is your higher power, your higher self, spirit, council of guardians, God, whoever you connect with, whoever speaks to you, whichever way you connect with something higher than yourself, handing you an opportunity here. Something new. We have the Seven of Pentacles here where like you've grown your garden and it's like there's something missing, right? You're moving into a space where you're going to be shown what that is. It's like an aha moment. Oh, okay, there's this. If you're feeling like, okay, I give up. I'm done. I'm over it. It's like letting go of what is weighing you down and being open to seeing a new opportunity, not forcing it. It's going to be shown to you. We're going to move into the next deck. I just want to peek at this card. Yeah, okay. That's wild. This is wild. Okay, so moving from this space of apathy here into being presented with something that is going to move you towards the 10 of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles to Ace of Pentacles to 10 of Pentacles. This is the hope here. 10 of Pentacles represents abundance in everything. Not just money, not just finances, home, stability, but also abundance of love. And in this card shows multiple generations here. We have the grandmother figure, and there's no gender in the tarot, so grandmother, grandfather, ancestors, could be people on the other side being a part of your life. Could be a romantic partner or a friend. There's children, there's animals. It's whatever abundance looks like for you. Home, family, friends, community. What does that ultimate reality look like for you? Where you feel safe, honored, connected, peaceful, loved, functional. So yeah, that's the space. Yep. I'm feeling like moving on with this. We're going to get into the hope here. I'm going to pull out the next deck, and then we're going to shuffle. And we're going to find out what you are moving towards. Okay, I'm feeling here. I'm also feeling this card, and we're going to pull from the top. Okay, so we're moving towards celebration. If you're feeling apathetic, as that card showed before, the woman who had grown her garden and was feeling a little bit like, okay, what now? You're moving into a new space of passion. Feeling passionate, excited, celebrating. So you're moving towards something that is going to relight the fire within your heart, reignite your excitement, fun, having a sense of fun. Here we go. Queen of Wands. We have Queen of Wands and Knight of Wands. So with Knight of Wands, you're like creating, you're inspired, you have ideas. And Queen of Wands is owning that. That's wild how similar these cards are. Knight of Wands is movement. You see the horse, like a horse represents movement. And then Queen of Wands, this is being calm and still, and at the same time being in that joy energy. You see a cat, like if you're moving around, like the cat is not going to be just chilling like that, right? When you're, if you connect with animals, especially cats, you move one certain way and they bolt. So this is being really centered in your body. And at the same time, feeling the joy of your own heart, being in this inspired, creative space without having to go, 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 go. So it's like being still without being bored. Moving through healing whatever you've gone through so that the space in your home, in your heart, in your environment doesn't feel stagnant or boring. It feels good. It feels exciting. It feels free. Death is rebirth. It's that feeling of all that old energy of conflict, resentment, strife, craziness, disorganization is done. That's death. So that a new you can be reborn. This is about waking up one day and saying, you know what? This is a brand new day. What's that? And being able to experience it with a whole new light. You're not being asked to force it. If there's something heavy on your heart, at times it takes rest to process it. However, the process can be accelerated by doing work, by doing shadow work, looking at any dark thoughts you might have and about yourself, about others, about what happened. And writing through it. Where is this coming from? What am I feeling? What do I want to feel? If you like to write, that it's a really great way to process things, or talking to your higher self, talking to spirit, talking to yourself in the mirror even, and being like, you went through a hard time, but you've got this. Yeah, there's a lot here to process. You're feeling in grief, feeling alone, and I'm seeing that at night is when it really comes up for you, and it feels so lonely, but just know you are not alone. I mean, you could be in a home with other people, but like still feeling alone at night. You could be in a partnership, still feeling alone at night, but no, you're not alone. Your guides are with you. You haven't been abandoned. They are with you as you process this sadness, this hurt, this confusion, and they're supporting you so that that can move through you, so that you can have this feeling of joy and inspiration again. Oftentimes, after we release and process these more difficult emotions, you can move into a space where almost like you feel emotionless. As you can see on his face, it's like emotionless, a little bit colder, a little bit empty. It almost looks like Mars energy here. This emptiness or stoic feeling has a function. It's so that you have space inside your heart, inside your mind, inside your body, inside your soul, to be filled with something different. And it's not going to all flood in at once. It might trickle in. And there's strategy here. It might be a time when you are pondering your next move. There's a chess piece. And I love that each of these piles are moving into an ace card. With the last pile, it was the Ace of Pentacles, which is like Spirit handing you an opportunity. This is Ace of Cups. So this is Spirit handing you love. All forms of love. There might be one that you feel is not in your heart right now. It could be self-love, love, connection romantically with a partner, a feeling of love, and having your cup be filled in terms of community. Love with your family, your friends. It's your higher self, source, higher power, spirit, God, whoever speaks to you is showing you love that is available for you. And with the King of Swords, with Queen of Wands, that's fiery, and that's a more feminine card, even though there's no gender in the tarot, but King of Swords is a more masculine, sharp. Sword is sharp. It's communication, clarity. It's moving forward, feeling protected because you have the tools to protect yourself. It's wise. Looks like he's sitting on top of a mountain. Like being in this energy of conquering something. Like you're a warrior, but you're taking time, resting. So this is a lot of it's after the battle. It's feeling really, what's the word? Like tough, strong. But you're being asked to also have your heart open still. You can protect yourself and at the same time be open to love that is available for you and that is shown to you. Yeah, protective, protecting yourself. And it's important to protect yourself. It's important to protect your heart, your finances, your body, your mind, your soul. Very important. You don't have to do it all alone, however. You are being protected. So listening to your guidance at any given time. For example, you could walk into a room and feel like, I don't feel safe right now. My higher self is asking me to be careful. Protect yourself. I'm going to protect myself by not sharing too much or giving too much. I'm going to protect myself by saying no. However, knowing when to release that. Somebody comes along, you're in a room. They're very loving, they're kind, you feel good around them. Okay, I'm going to open up here. Not fully swing the door open, but I'm going to open up here. So it's about having that discernment. I want to move into asking, I'm just going to peek. Okay, Judgment Day. Freeing up your soul, your heart. I want to ask, I just was felt to flip that card over first, but what's blocking you? So we're going to move into the next deck here. What is blocking the collective? We're going to move into what's blocking you, and then we're going to move into guidance on how to help remove those blocks. And I am going to list the names of these decks in the description box below, in case you're curious. So, what is the blockage and what is guidance to help remove those blocks and move into a space of being open to love, having an open heart, but also feeling safe, feeling protected. 5 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords. Okay, what's blocking so far is feeling that you're lost, alone, out in the cold. It's a feeling of grief, hurt, pain. That is the blockage. With every ending is a new beginning. And I will say, when you've lost people that you love, there's no sugarcoating how hard that is. Trust me, I know. Just know that the sun will always come up, and it's not going to look how it used to look. However, it's okay to feel joy again. If you've lost anybody on the other side, they want you to feel joy again. They don't want you to force your healing. But your loved ones want you to live your fullest life and be happy. And there's a turning point where, after a period of conflict or loss, that there's an open pathway to get into a space where you feel comfortable again, where you feel safe, where you feel supported. Open door here. So there's choices, there's opportunities. Dog just barked outside, so if that means anything for you, that's a confirmation. And I heard somebody yell, hey, hey. So there might be somebody summoning you. Hey, hey, over here. But there's choices. With Seven of Cups, it's choices. The dog barking, there could be a warning. Don't open that door. Hey, hey, come into this door. Just make sure that you're being asked to make sure that the choice you make feels good to you. What are your goals? Where do you want to head? Do you want to go where it's the known? Which could be some kind of situation that's familiar and that might feel safe, but, and at the same time, the known could be a past that repeats itself. So do you want to go into a new door? Do you want to open a new door and enter that way, even though there's fear because it's unknown? But what might lie beyond that door could be so much better than what you've experienced before. I like to use the term, if not this, then better. That way, when you make a choice, if something doesn't feel better than it was before, then you're like, wait, you can back up, shut that door, say, oh, that wasn't it. I'm going to try this one. You have options. Seven of Cups. There's 7 doors. In this picture, there's 3. Just having fun with it. Going throughout your day like, wait, okay, I'm going to do this actually. No, that didn't work. I'm going to do that. Oh, wow, that was better. And following that energy, better and better and better. Wow. Look at this person's just on a path. It's like, I don't know what's out there, but I could feel the energy of this person like, okay, here I go. All right. And then the path, it's a straight path, but it starts taking these twists and turns. I'm going to trust myself. I'm going to trust it. Nine of Wands to King of Wands. A lot of royalty energy. We had Queen of Wands before. We had, was it the King of Swords? And now we're in King of Wands. With the Queen of Wands card, she was sitting in her joy, and she had the cat in her lap. Here's the King of Wands. And this is like rising up. It's still that still energy, but with that fiery passion. The dawn of a new day. Like, I have arrived and I am owning it. So that's the space you're getting into here. After this period of cold, darkness, grief. It's moving into the light. The sun is coming up here. The world. Okay, the world card is so much. To me, it's a whole new world. It's a whole new experience. It's like same planet, different dimension. It's everything around you looking different. It's realizing that there's more available for you after a period of feeling this grief and this loss. There is more available for you. When you walk the path, when you make new choices, you'll see that. It's scary. It's a scary journey. However, it's worth it. Talking about royalty again, Queen of Cups. So you were shown the Ace of Cups, your guides, whatever guides you, who guides you, handing you this opportunity in terms of your heart, love, intuition. And then you're here, you took it. You took the cup. Queen of Cups. It's like you're being shown this opportunity for love, and you're moving into the space where you receive it and you own it without fear. And this is healthy love. That's important. Is this healthy love? Taking that and embracing it and owning it and saying, okay, I've been through battles, but I am a queen. I'm the queen bee. This belongs to me. This is mine. I'm going to pull a couple more cards for conclusion, and then we're going to pull from the White Light Oracle to see what oracle sums up this reading for you. Wow, okay. So we have a lot of repeating cards here. Wow. Okay. One more? Nope, that was it. I knew it was. Okay, so we're going to sum up this reading, which is what the cards just did. This is that battle. Okay, look at this. It's like a face-off. This is being handed a new opportunity in terms of abundance. Six of Pentacles. It looks like the Ace of Pentacles. It's the hands. This is more like a person. So your higher guidance is they might be sending you a person to support you in this. This is processing in your alone space. This is looking out at your choices. Seven of Cups, Seven of Pentacles. Exploring your options. Having a strategy. The Emperor we had earlier. Might feel cold, might feel stoic, might feel a little bit empty. We don't know what's inside there. It's the Death card, which came out earlier. Just looks different. But with that, there's new life, new growth, new opportunity. And then here we have Knight of Cups. It's like still having your armor, but moving towards the possibility of love and an open heart. Being discerning of who you take your armor off with. Or where you take your armor off. What kind of rooms, what kind of environments, what kind of people. Three of Cups, this is love. This is more of a romantic energy. So if that's what space you're in, then it's having that opportunity to be open to a healthy romantic partnership and or friendship, love. Who do you want to be? Who do you want to be in your boat? I just had this metaphor come to mind. If you were in a boat, it could be a big boat and have a lot of people, or a little boat with a couple people. Who would you want in your boat? Think of Life of Pi. Who would you want to be in your boat? And I played a game yesterday. Actually, this is coming to me. Where I was put in the middle of like 50 people and asked to choose 2 people to protect me from these. It's like dodgeball, and I couldn't do anything. I was queen bee, and then I had to pick 2 people, and I randomly picked 2 people that I didn't know very well. However, like I felt like they'd be able to stop these balls from hitting me. There were like, I don't know, 50 people throwing balls, and I'm in the middle. I can't do anything, but these people are chosen to protect me. And at the time, it felt right to choose these two people. I kind of closed my eyes and picked, but they did. I listened to my gut with that one. And I did not get hit with a ball for a long time, except in the foot at some point. But I chose them to be in the boat, right? And using that metaphor in life, like, who do you want to pick to help you, to be there for you, to protect you, to support you? If I would go back, I probably would have, if it wasn't such an unexpected situation, I would have chosen people I knew better. Yeah, for sure. But at that moment, that's what felt right. And it was a temporary experience. But like, you have time. In your hermit energy, when you're alone, you have time to process. Who do I want to, I don't want to be out here on this icy cold alone forever. So who do I want to be in the boat? You have time to choose that. And then the Queen Bee, Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is about being in your throne. We have King of Wands. It's so much royalty. It's being in that space of like, you are the queen, but you're not alone, okay? It feels like it at times. I can imagine how real kings and queens feel. You're surrounded by your court, but you're like alone on your throne. But like, what's the perspective there? You can choose to feel like an island, or you can choose to feel supported. You can choose differently at any given time. I want to feel like an island right now, or I want to be supported. But you don't always have to be doing everything. You don't always have to be in that battle, like the first card that came out. You don't have to be the one fighting. You can ask people to help you, people who will understand your experience and be on your side. Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. Love it. Is there anything else? Nope. Oh, I had already looked at that. We're not. Nope. That was Spirit saying, no, we're done here. So we're going to pull from the White Light Oracle and see your final message. It's going to sum it all up. We've got the Alabaster Tablet of Layla. So let's see what that says here. Page, or number 41. And that's back here. All right. These are sometimes pretty long, but this one's not too long. So I think I'm going to read most of it. We'll see. All right. You're remembering at a soul level. You are tapping into greater awareness, and an understanding of your highest life purpose shall become even clearer to you. This may evoke unsettling change within you, but that change is necessary for a new way to manifest, like a new world. That's wild. It's making that those new choices. You're protected and guided at all times, especially when you feel uncertain about your course. You are truly loved, especially when you are feeling uncertain about your course. You are truly loved. That's really cool. All right, so the angel Layla is unlike any other angel. She is specifically described as a feminine being. And she's a reminder that there is a place only the feminine can feel, which is that love, intuition energy. No gender in tarot, but like that's more that feminine energy, that love heart energy, soft. If we attempt to live our lives skewed toward the masculine, and no offense to any males out there, this is just that colder, that King of Swords energy, we will miss out. There's great value in masculine tendencies towards exploration, adventure, progress, and development. However, the feminine tendencies towards compassion, acceptance, kindness, and mercy are a balancing necessity. For humanity to survive, these dual wisdoms need to find balance and integrate into a mature expression in every human heart. The appearance of Layla in a reading suggests the feminine must lead at this time. Allow the way to be shown rather than directing a path based on your current perspective. Layla is a guardian angel watching over all transitions, including the transition of the soul into the embryo during conception and the guiding of the soul out of the body into the realms of light when a physical life draws to a close, which is that death card. Alabaster was lauded by the ancient Egyptians as a guardian stone, which leads the soul toward light during times of transition. This indicates that you're navigating a significant transition. It may be that your outer life is going through change, or it may be that inner changes are happening within your soul, or both. You may not know how to traverse the shifting inner and outer landscapes, but the oracle advises you that this great angel is guiding you faithfully and effectively. Layla teaches the wisdom to all souls before they are born. She then strikes. Let's go through here. Let's see. All right, so the child forgets everything they know when they're born, and then life is then the journey of reconnection and rediscovery. So you're then guided on a spiritual path, sparking the remembrance of the inner truth. And it helps to remember the sacred purpose for which you were born. So if you're feeling out of your depth or in need of more information or understanding, this oracle is reassuring you that it's okay to not know everything right now. The answers you need shall become clear at the right time. That's what I'm feeling from this card too. The answers becoming clear at the right time. There's nothing you need to do right now. Like in this card, he's not rushing towards anything. Layla is maternal, protective, and devoted to the human collective. Her name can translate as night. She's able to traverse our own spiritual nights, whether they be the periods before, after, or during our lives when we're going through a dark night of the soul. And that has been up so much, the dark night of the soul. If you want to look that up, you might be in a dark night of the soul right now, but know that the sun is coming up again. Layla is there reminding us that spirit will always show a way, and within us is the wisdom to find it. Wow. If you want to take a picture, there's further guidance of the healing process. So just know you are always protected on the path. Regardless of what you've been through, where you're at right now, the world will continue to spin. The sun will continue to set. The sun will rise again. This is a consistent cycle throughout our lives here on earth. Nothing's ever permanent, even though it feels it may be. And you always have choice. You are always supported. And Spirit is proud of you for all the work you've done to get to where you are right now. And then this is at the top of the deck. Ooh, both. Okay. Your very existence is a miracle. And never forget how wildly capable you are. Give thanks for a wonderful day. All right. Thank you, Spirit, for this guidance. Thank you to the higher selves of the collective. And thank you, collective, for watching. Sending you the best on your journey today. Because today is all there is. Bye.